Hi, friends. Amanda O'Connell, your strategic account manager with Europe Express here. We're going to do our third episode of Where to Find Groups. You guys have been loving these videos. So, today we're going to be talking about some of my favorite hobbies, I guess you could say, and that is fandoms in TV, movies, and books. So, these are the perfect fandoms to target and a huge booking opportunity for you. I already have a few advisors who target these groups and have had some great success. So, why are these fan groups so amazing? I think we can all agree we know people who are big into Harry Potter books or certain franchises on TV. They'll travel, they'll dress up, they'll pilgrim to the places that they love that are connected to these pop culture references. They're passionate, right? They already have that built in motivation. They have that shared obsession, so that instant group cohesion. They are usually self organizing audiences, right? There's Facebook groups, Reddit threads, fan conventions, so many pre assembled prospects that are ready to convert. And that is also great for you because there's going to be fans returning for new seasons, for anniversaries, special releases. So that all equals repeat bookers and long-term client relationships. And just imagine these might be people that you weren't able to target before in your regular book of business, and now you have a reason for them to reach out to you. So let's start off with some great ideas of previous groups that I've done that I think have been very successful and ideas of where you can target in the near future. So we have our Thronies, right? Game of Thrones. We have the books. We have the TV shows. We have multiple spin-offs now. So this is a giant community. I believe there's already 4 million people who are part of the Game of Thrones community on Reddit. So that is a ton of opportunity there. So two places that I've personally done and have really enjoyed is the first being Croatia. This is going to be your King's Landing, aka Dubrovnik. We have these gorgeous city walls. You have the fort there, and there's tons of walking tours that include a lot of those filming spots of Game of Thrones. So this is like a top 10 bucket list destination for those fans. And then on the flip side, we have Northern Ireland. This is going to be the north where the Starks lived. I've done the Dark Hedges. I've gone to Castle Ward, which is Winterfell. There's Ballantine Harbor that has a great filming spot as well, or Dunluce Castle. So we have multi-day itineraries with iconic filming locations throughout Northern Ireland. And Belfast in itself is a fantastic city to make as a hub for that group. So we can do kind of like a hook, the Iron Throne tour. You can pitch this to the fan clubs, cosplay groups, HBO fans, and communities for that maximum engagement. Now let's get a little classic here, right? We have William Shakespeare. So this would be a great opportunity for those who maybe you want to target university literature departments, theater companies, book clubs, and school groups. So this would be great. You can do the Globe Theater. Maybe we can throw in a show there. Stratford on the Avion. That was the birthplace of Shakespeare. So there's a lot of opportunity here. And there's a bonus. You could do a seasonal hook, right? They have the Globe Summer Session that we could take part of, or there's even a Shakespeare Week in March that will add some value to your groups. Calling all my Scotland fans. So again, this is another fandom that has the books as well as TV and movie series. So we have Outlander or Harry Potter, or maybe you combine them together. I've seen people do that as well. So with Outlander, that's going to be your epic Highland adventure, going to Dune Castle, going to the Culloden battlefields, maybe stand at those famous fairy rocks, the Standing Stones. This has a huge fan base in North America for those Highland tours. And then on the flip side, this is great for families, right? Maybe you have children, you're a PTA mom. Let's kind of roll this out to the families in your community. So this is going to be your Harry Potter, the Magic Trail. We could do the Hogwarts Express, the castles, and JK wrote this story in Edinburgh's local cafe, so we can even do a little cafe tour as well. I am a huge Bridgerton fan. I've read all of the books. I am counting down to the next season, which I believe is season 5. We can do those key locations like Bridgerton House, Bath, and everything that's there as well, the Royal Crescent. This would be a great target audience for romance book clubs. Maybe you have a Shondaland fan community that you're part of. Or another bonus, which I thought was really intriguing, is bachelorette or girls' trip groups. So you can do some upselling here. Maybe we do some period costume fittings. Let's do an exclusive private English estate for a private venue hire. There are so many opportunities that I want you to take advantage of. And then last but not least, I have had TAs do a very successful Beauty and the Beast tour in France. So this is going to be great for your Disney fan communities, maybe your family or your family groups or your French culture enthusiasts. It has a broad appeal in when it comes to that demographic range. We can do Paris add-ons where they're doing the royal gardens, maybe doing a chateau, but what I really think makes Beauty and the Beast stand out is being in that wine country, right? Going to those small magical towns with the cobblestone streets, the flower boxes, and that fairy tale charm. And we have plenty of those villages as well for you. So overall, if you're learning and you want to know how should you be pitching and moving forward with these type of opportunities, find your audience, right? Target those Facebook groups, Reddit communities, convention attendees, or even book club networks, your local library. That's where the passion already lives. And then when you are proposing this to people, lead with a story, right? You don't want to be talking about numbers and figures and dates and logistics. It's about painting that picture. We are storytellers. So lead with that story, lead with that emotion. That's really going to drive them to inquire and book with you. And create those urgency, right? You want to tie these pitches to show anniversaries. Maybe there's a new season that's dropping or a book that's being released. There's definitely cultural moments that you want to take advantage of, and that will create a great booking window for you. And then, of course, we're going to be packaging it right. So, themed names, exclusive add ons. We already know the group minimums. We can help you close these sales. I hope you're feeling inspired. And if you are ready to start planning, here is step one. You're going to contact our groups team. So, that's new groups at europeexpress.com, or you can give us a call. We'll meet, we'll have you introduced to your specialist, and then we'll build the trip that your group deserves. So if you are loving these videos, please subscribe, like below. I have a few other ones previously if you have missed them, but I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I hope this inspired you to, get out of your comfort zone and find some new groups for 2027. Cheers.